Breaking news out of Cleveland as the Browns are making a seismic shift at the most important position on the field, quarterback. After weeks of mounting pressure, speculation, and frustration with the stagnant offense under veteran Joe Flacco, head coach Kevin Stefanski and the Browns front office are turning the page. Rookie Dillon Gabriel will reportedly be the starter this week when the Browns take on the Minnesota Vikings in London for their Week 5 matchup. Sources at both CBS Sports and ESPN have confirmed the move, and insiders like Matt Zen and Tony Rojo are all saying the same thing: it's happening. The Dillon Gabriel era begins now. Let's delve deeper into this, so click the like button and write in the comments what you think about it. I want to know your opinion. Gabriel, a third-round pick out of Oregon, has been the subject of heavy discussion all offseason and throughout training camp. Despite his size, he measures in at under 6 feet tall. He brings mobility, energy, and most importantly, potential to an offense that's been nothing short of lethargic. The Browns are hoping that with this change, they can inject some life into the team before the season slips too far out of reach. With Flacco struggling to protect the football and consistently putting the defense in tough spots, the time for change is now. And look, let's be honest, Flacco's performance hasn't just been below average, it's been detrimental. Despite Cleveland having the NFL's top-ranked defense through 4 weeks, leading the league in both total defense and rushing defense, Flacco's turnovers and inability to extend plays have neutralized that advantage. In games against teams like the Lions and Ravens, the defense did its part, only for the offense to hand opponents prime field position on a silver platter. Something had to give. That something is Flacco's starting job. Gabriel, by contrast, showed steady improvement throughout preseason. Yes, there was a rough moment with a pick-six that raised some eyebrows, but he calmed down as the games went on. He focused on high-percentage throws, accurate short to intermediate passes, and kept things simple, exactly what Stefanski wants from his signal caller given how dominant the Browns' defense has been. Gabriel doesn't have to play hero ball. He just needs to protect the football, keep the chains moving, and capitalize on scoring opportunities. That's it. Let the defense handle the rest. And that defense? It's ferocious. Through 4 weeks, the Browns' defense has allowed just 225.5 total yards per game, the fewest in the league. Their rush defense is first overall as well, giving up only 281 total rushing yards. No other team even comes close. Myles Garrett is playing out of his mind, leading the NFL in tackles for loss with 8, and he's not showing signs of slowing down. With a defense like this, even average quarterback play can lead to wins. And that's why the switch to Gabriel could be the spark that turns Cleveland's season around. It's also worth noting the ripple effect this move could have within the quarterback room. With Gabriel ascending to QB1, what happens next? Will Shedeur Sanders move up to the backup role? Browns fans have been clamoring for Sanders, who flashed real promise in his preseason debut. 2 perfect touchdown passes, no interceptions, and a 106.8 quarterback rating against the Panthers had fans buzzing. In contrast, Gabriel had more total yardage but also that aforementioned pick-six. Still, the Browns evaluated both throughout camp and gave Gabriel the edge, not only making him the first QB taken by Cleveland in this year's draft but also clearly prioritizing his reps in preseason and practice. That hierarchy seems to be sticking. There's also the looming presence of Deshaun Watson, who is now eligible to return since the 4-week period has passed. However, sources say the Browns do not plan to open his practice window just yet. That means, for now, this is Gabriel's team. The plan, according to team insiders, is to give Gabriel a 4 to 6 game audition. That's a fair sample size to determine whether he's just a game manager or something more. If he performs well, he'll likely start for the rest of the season. If he falters, we may see Shedeur Sanders step in, especially if Cleveland is out of playoff contention down the stretch. So what exactly are the Browns getting with Dillon Gabriel? For one, he's the all-time leader in total touchdowns in FBS history. He's no stranger to producing at a high level, and he was named Big Ten Offensive Player of the Year. That resume matters, even if he slid to the 3rd round in the draft. The criticism about his height may follow him, but the upside is hard to ignore. His mobility alone changes the complexion of the Browns' offense. With Flacco, the playbook was limited. He had to stay in the pocket. With Gabriel, Stefanski can finally call designed rollouts, read options, bootlegs, and play-action passes that force defenses to account for a mobile quarterback. That opens up everything, not just for the quarterback, but for the receivers, the running backs, and the offensive line. And perhaps most importantly, it injects hope into a frustrated fan base. Browns Nation has watched week after week as a dominant defense has been wasted by lackluster offensive play. Now, they get to see what the rookie can do. The fan base has already shown their excitement. Social media is buzzing. Shows like this one have been calling for Gabriel's start for weeks. It's finally happening. The Browns face the Vikings in London, and the stakes are high. It's a game that could shape the narrative for the rest of the season. A solid performance from Gabriel could secure his spot and give the Browns momentum heading into the heart of the schedule. A poor showing might reopen the debate about Shader Sanders or even Watson if he returns. But for now, it's Dillon Gabriel's show. So what do you think, Browns fans? Is this the right move? Is Dillon Gabriel ready for the spotlight? Let us know in the comments. Would you have stuck with Flacco, or are you fired up to see what the rookie can bring to the table? And now that Dillon Gabriel is stepping into the spotlight, all eyes will be on how he handles this moment, because let's be real, the Browns aren't just looking for a spark, they're searching for stability. This isn't about flashy plays or highlight reels. It's about avoiding the critical mistakes that have haunted this offense all season. Gabriel doesn't need to be a superstar, he needs to be solid. Manage the game, keep the ball safe, and let the NFL's best defense do the heavy lifting. There's a sense of cautious optimism growing among the fan base. Sure, some still believe Shader Sanders might be the better long-term option. And they've got a point, Sanders looked sharp in limited action. But that debate is for another day. The reality is, the Browns made their call. Gabriel was their top QB pick in the draft. He's been given first-team reps, and now, he's getting the shot to prove he belongs under center, not just for this week, but possibly for the rest of the year. Stefanski's challenge now is to build a game plan around Gabriel's strengths. Utilize his mobility. Give him quick reads. Mix in the run game. Keep the pressure off. This coaching staff has been conservative with young quarterbacks in the past, but now is the time to trust their scouting and let Gabriel play his game. Don't overload him, but don't handcuff him either. Against the Vikings, expect a balanced attack. Expect Stefanski to draw Gabriel out of the pocket. Expect solid passing early to create rhythm. And, above all, expect a team willing to fight because they've had a fresh start. A rookie quarterback. A dominant defense. A city hungry for wins. This could be the turning point. So, let me ask again, do you believe Dillon Gabriel can lead this team? Leave your opinion in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more news. Go Browns!